Okay, now we move after have Linda from Way High Chemical team, yeah, with the chemical machinery. Now we are moving to the Indonesia, one of the top Indonesia EPC contractor. The company maybe have to source to your facility. The company maybe have to order the equipment from your site. Yeah, this one is called Tripatra Engineers and Constructors. Tripatra Engineer Constructors already go through a very long journey in Indonesia EPC. Yeah, they have built so many plants in oil and gas, in petrochemical, etc., etc. So we please Pak Budi Ramawan, Pak Budi already here, Pak Budi ya,
Ya, Pak
Head
Tito.
of Business Development Division for the
Ya.
Tripatra. Ah, please Pak Budi, please share that Pak Budi is from the Tripatra Engineers and Constructors, one of the biggest and one of the longest journey maybe in Indonesia EPC contractor. Please Pak Budi.
Terima kasih, Pak Tito. Thank you, Pak Tito from Tender Indonesia, CTEF organizer also for arranging this interesting event. Very interesting also presentation came from BRIN, from Dogen, from PD, from Pupuk Indonesia, and then from WHI. Thank you very much. So now I would like to present about Tripatra. So our main topic here is actually Tripatra beyond upstream oil and gas because many stakeholders in Indonesia know Tripatra is oil and gas engineering and EPC company, but we do also look into petrochemical and chemical sectors, and we develop how to enter the market also to this interesting market. Maybe next. So Tripatra at glance, we are established from 1973. So we have been 50 years more now established in Indonesia. We are a 100% domestic company from Indonesia. We are private company. We have more than 1,000 people, multidiscipline technical professional in Tripatra, and also we have been work for more than 300 projects across sectors and also from across client. Our vision, basically, this is new vision that very interesting and then very motivating for us, Tripatra people, is our vision is to engineer sustainable solution that transform energy and accelerate downstream. So the key here is actually we want to be known as engineering solution providers that, of course, look into transforming energy, sustainable energy, and also to push or to accelerate downstream industry in Indonesia. So we are, of course, accredited from several international accreditation, certification, ISO, and so on. And also we acknowledged by our client also in India's industry, several awards we have been also given and then from the clients. We work or help our clients to work across the whole basically facility life cycle from the planning stage, the development stage or EPC, and also now into an operation phase for the O&M. So next slide. So Tripatra, with our core strength is actually the engineering capabilities. We are able to execute medium to high complex projects from the conceptual design phase. For example, in below illustration, this is one of the sample for our phase from feasibility study to FEED. For example, we have done also in the downstream area for the paraffin wax extraction facility. And then also the next one, we do basic engineering design and FEED for olefin complex from under Pertamina in Indonesia. This is very interesting project because this is a design build competition. So we are also look into this olefin products basically in Indonesia. In the right side is the feed to detail engineering design, the one that we did for Pertamina as well for revamp TDHT Cilacap. So the aim is to produce a green diesel for this project. We do the engineering and studies for the projects. The next slide. And also the implementation phase. I mean, currently we do also dual feed to EPC project, basically under Polytama, the client, which is this is the polypropylene project development in Indonesia. In the middle, we do also revamping paraxylene to expand the capacity for TPPI, one of the Indonesian petrochemical company in Indonesia. This is EPCM services. And there is Pak Sigit before. I mean, we also currently ongoing doing EPC execution for PKT, Pupuk Kaltim, for revamping ammonia plant number two, yeah, in Kalimantan. So this is very interesting because the aim is basically to reduce the consumption of energy, so to make it more efficient, but at the same time is decreasing the carbon emission. So it's around 110,000 ton per CO2 for a year per year if the plant successfully operated later on will be reduced from the emission. Next. And also we also look into a more sustainable, I mean the green development in Indonesia. For example, one of the activities, value engineering, I think a plastic energy. We did some studies for them. This is basically a plastic recycling technology, so plastic to oil. I think one of the speakers have also presented that the same technology for this one. Also, we did the brownfield study. This is at that time a pre-feasibility study for AdBlue product. This is one of the ammonia producer in Indonesia, PT Kaltim Parna. At the right side, also we do a greenfield study for green ammonia because I think Indonesia have potential in renewables and ammonia, green ammonia also become interesting for a future source of energy in Indonesia. So we did a study for that kind of subject. Next slide. And this is one of example of one of our projects. So I mean, we do EPC with our strength in engineering. So this is a Sonoro project, gas processing facility. Basically, this is the second largest gas processing facility in Indonesia. Also has a large sulfur recovery plant in the plant. The production is around 300 mm SCAF gas, and it will be used for LNG plant, fertilizer plant, and power plant. We work also directly under us the process license technology for acid gas removal, for acid gas conversion, and also sulfuric acid purity upgrading in the project. We do this in a consortium, but we are the leader, so we are quite proud. We are a national company can lead our foreign partners to execute this quite a mega project for Indonesia. And we also in this project receive International Project Management Award for the best project in a mega size project. So I think this is quite an achievement for Indonesian people because we work mainly Indonesian engineers also in this project. Next. And inside the engineering capability that we have, actually process engineering is also one of the key core that we have. So we have more than 70 process safety engineers with around more than 10 years experience. We have worked also with more than 25 licensed technology experience across all basically process. So you can see the illustration in the slide. So this is still from our oil and gas sectors at the time, and then now working across also into the petrochemical and chemical sectors. Next. Now, I would like also to share, we as a service company, a service provider company, actually, how we look into the industry. I mean, how we assess the market, and then how we actually prepare ourselves to enter and then contribute to the market. So we do quite extensive market research for petrochemical industry. Basically, the objective is to basically identify the key focus area and then find the right opportunity for us. This is just sharing for the methodology. So in order to enter, to look into the potential market, we look into two angles basically. We first angle, we understand the supply and demand patterns of the derivatives or of the products. So from the step is of course looking into the demand growth, and then the one that has a quite significant or good growth is preferable, something that we look after, the technology or even the client or potential developer. And second one is also the demand versus supply, because is it important for Indonesia? Actually, Indonesia would like to reduce or minimize the importation. And then if we look into the supply and demand situation, we have some products or derivatives that is deficit. So it's become a potential project actually in Indonesia. And also we look into the trade balance in Indonesia, whereas maybe Indonesia can be a net exporter or importer. So this is can make us understand more on how our client will develop the projects. And then the nature of the off-taker. I mean, this is also important for us to understand, because at the end, it's about the commercial. I mean, who will off-take and then in what price. It will also determine which project will be developed in Indonesia or which maybe not developed. It just maybe just import the product from outside Indonesia, for example. And the second angle is looking into a development plan. This can be from the client, can be from the roadmap or Indonesian National Development Plan, or a global database. Next. So based on that assessment, actually, for example, here, this is just for example, because we look into more deliberative than this one. For example, first angle, we see that polyethylene products, polypropylene, and methanol is something that Indonesia need more plants, need development. Because of why? Because one of the key consideration is we are net importer right now, so Indonesia is deficit, and basically a mass market of potential off taker also for this one, not only Indonesia, and also the product value, so the maximum added value for the downstream product. Several technologies we are also discussed directly, and then having a sharing session and discussion with them to understand more about the processing of the technology. Second angle, if we look also the future projects, maybe we are a net exporter, but the development in Indonesia is still there for the ammonia urea facility, for example. We know Pupuk Indonesia also still plan to develop several factories, and then if looking into this, we look into several potential development in order to have additional capacity for Indonesia, and also there is some possible also export commodity, so export oriented development. The plan in Indonesia, the demand is outside Indonesia is something that we see if there's any potential development of projects in Indonesia. Next. Now, to support the industry development, especially these sectors, I mean the downstream petrochemical, chemical, we as EPC also improving ourselves, having an innovation in the system and also the tools or digitalization. Next. So as a safety, for example, we have a quite extensive safety management system. I mean, in the left side, if you see, we are having 25 million more of total safe man hours up to date. And then also we have a 0 LTI rate in our projects. And also we have 0 TRI rate, total recordable injury on this one. So I think this is important for us also in order to build a project and to serve the client. I mean, we need to do it very safely. And then our clients also recognize us, I mean, in terms of that safety management, including also the government or governing bodies. Next. Now, for the project management or the EPC system itself, I mean, we have some tools that we, for example, the first one is our best practice in advanced work packaging system. This is the system that how we can basically slice and dice the project into work packages so we can work in a sequence, so we can manage the schedule better and as well as the cost of the project better. So it will improve productivity, the project predictability, safety, quality, and cost. And also we have project production management system, something that we use. Basically, the approach is like a production. So we are looking into project production control, and then system optimization and supply flow control, which mean that we don't want to have our resources standby because waiting for others, basically inputs from engineering, including also projects. On the right side, I mean, we develop our own digital system as well. I mean, we call it LPMS. This is a live project management system. This is a system that we develop with aim or dream, basically, to have a single source of truth of information, of data that basically can be used to monitor a project ongoing and also as a database for our previous project in order the team or the people in Tripatra can utilize the past experience better. So it's inside the system, there is an LPMS knowledge management system. And also we have LPMS applications, so several applications to monitor the project developed by our in-house is there. And also we are starting using artificial intelligence because there will be a lot of data in the projects, a lot of also experience data, past data that we need to integrate in order to give a better input to the projects. So we need artificial intelligence to support that. And we use also our LPMS as a digital control tower. So this is become also something that management level can see to understand where we are, to understand the health level of the project. Are we on track? Are we behind? And so on. So this is something that we develop in-house because I think there is no single software that we can just buy. So we customize it according to Tripatra working approach. And this kind of initiative also being recognized by IDC Future Enterprise Award in Singapore. So we have some award of digital innovation also, and in terms of this system that we implement to the project. The aim of this, of course, is how to bring value to the client, right? It's not about a fancy system or software, but the client also will get the benefit to have a project that is visibly monitored and also can be on time, on budget, and then can also have a good performance in terms of the process and production. Next. Now, this one, I think Pak Tito highlight, of course, we, in working on EPC, I mean, need our friends in manufacturer, fabricators, equipment providers. That's why we also have our quite a strong supply chain management with all the system. We have our own vendor subcontractor database. I think this kind of forum or even later on the Shanghai Magic event is important. I've been also deliver the message to our supply chain management team to attend because I think we can expand our vendor list and database of the supplier and so on, including China. So we can have more selection because the key is to have still the quality is there, but how to be also more competitive in developing the project. So Tripatra ourselves, we do source our equipment directly worldwide. We contact vendors directly worldwide from US, Europe, China. Also, we have some connection in Korea, and also we arrange our own logistic into the project site on this sense. We have not only procurement, we have subcontracting team, we have a logistic team. So we do also importation, warehousing in our team, I mean supply chain management team. And usually when we are doing a EPC project, we will assign a dedicated project procurement manager to manage the project, but the corporate function will support them with all the system and also the knowledge that we have. And we experience also in the large scale end-to-end supply chain management in a project EPC. And then we using also digital tools. We use SAP and TAP is our own Tripatra application system in terms of e-bidding or e-procurement and also the negotiation or auction. In some cases, we use our own system basically because the aim is also to have a transparency and good record keeping and then how to make our price is also confidential to only limited people and improve auditability of our eProc system. Next. Okay, this is end of our slide. So what Tripatra can offer or what basically Tripatra aim on this kind of session is hopefully we can building end-to-end project development from conceptual until asset management. So we can do that. We can talk about that. We have a quite a strong engineering and project management capabilities and also supply chain management capabilities that can also very uh, beneficial for our clients for this one. Collaborating, I think this is a word that we hear a couple times today. So I think potential opportunities and also how to fill the gap and how to bring a more value to our stakeholders is important. Of course, collaboration with other parties is important. And technology knowledge sharing, we can do this. Usually, even we invite technology licensor to have a sharing session with us, with our team, to understand more better about the products or the technology, because then we as integrators also can sell it together to the client and then tell the client the benefit and what client will have with that technology. So this is important that we also need to familiar more on the technology of our suppliers. And then studies or joint studies. We can do joint studies. We can do a basic engineering design, a fit for the clients, basically according to whatever the scope that our client would like to basically invite. So that's all from us, Tripatra. Thank you very much. This is our contact. You can contact us anytime for any opportunities or potential discussion. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Good afternoon.
Thank you, Pak Budi. It's a very big applause, yeah, to the Tripatra and also Pak Budi presentation is very good.